So, DashFight asked me to have my own POV for Evo, seeing as this is literally one of the only Evos I've attended without a team. So I'm literally just like walking around, finding people I like, finding people I want to talk to. And we ran into Jeremy at the Free Play Arcade, right? Sure enough, what were you doing? What were you doing just now?
I was going back to my roots and playing.
Yeah.
I was dive kicking as much as possible.
Yeah.
And just whipping out that grenade.
Yes, yes. That's what I know you as a competitor. But as far as like your professional life has gone, like I talk to you about this like on a regular, like how incredible it's been and how like awestruck I've been, like seeing your career like skyrocket to where it is now, right? One of the literal voices of Street Fighter 6, right? You and I have talked about this before, but I want the world to know how you really feel about being a voice of a game that you have loved since you were a kid.
I've had the full spiel with you, like, especially when
numerous times. Yes.
So, this is like the TLDR of it, to be honest with you. Because obviously it's a dream come true, but it's one of those things where it's like you're so concerned with like trying to do your best, on to the next job, I didn't actually really feel it until the game actually released. Like when it hit me, I would emotionally drop like a ton of bricks. I'm not gonna lie to you, I legit cried when they did the announcement, and I was at work too. I was working. And they were like, oh yeah, this big announcement came out. Well, a ton of people started hitting me up on Twitter. I sat at my desk and cried. So, not ashamed to admit it, dog. Well, I'm very secure about it, but for guys, it's a drink.
I actually, I'm sure you remember this, but I remember being on your stream the day Street Fighter 6 dropped and you were streaming. And I said, congratulations. And you were like, it hasn't even hit me yet.
Yeah, it hasn't. Even to this day, people ask me the same thing. They're like, how does it feel to be a voice of the game? And I'm like, man, it felt like I was just like focusing on another commentary.
Yeah.
I never thought it was of like this scale. Like, when you talk about like goals that you have in life and your bucket list, you'll never be able to put something like this to this degree because you never thought it was possible.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like,
no, it totally does.
I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought I would be a part of a franchise that would pretty much shape up my identity and shape my life.
So speaking of which, right? I know, as a former player manager myself, knowing schedule management, you're kind of balancing two different dreams right now, where you've got a schedule for Capcom, obviously, because you are, again, one of the voices of Street Fighter 6, and you're doing commentary duties for Evo. How does it feel for you personally to be able to accomplish both of that in the literal same venue?
Dude, it's always, so it's crazy too. I'm going to start off with it's crazy because, again, Evo is something that I always aspired to be like great in, whether it was a competitor, do like commentary. The fact that I've been able to do like so many different things now with the kid group. Oh, wait, I know. How much is hold So, what's crazy about that is like I never really thought about it in that kind of avenue before because I've always been like from the competitive aspect. It's like my goal is to be at least within top 8, and then from the competitors or commentary side, I'm like, my goal is to get a top 8 on commentary. You know what I'm saying? So like being able to do that now in this venue to do like even show floor stuff and also still do commentary for a brand new game. It's kind of hectic, but at the same time, it's so fulfilling. Like this is what I always aspire to do. It's like train myself for this event as well as Capcom stuff.
Wait, you're doing top 6?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
We're still getting there. Okay.
I am doing something very special on Sunday, but it's not top 6.
Oh, I want to know. Turn it off. I want to know. I'm just kidding.
That's the exclusive, by the way. You guys are the only people.
Hell yes. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. Personal question.
Yes.
And again, talking about schedule management, time management.
I'm all for that, by the way. You know.
What?
Time management.
I know you are.
I've been playing games all the time.
I know you are. Time management, right? Again, you and I talk a lot about our other hobbies, all right? Namely, trading cards, Pokemon, One Piece.
Oh yeah, Digimon as well.
Yeah. Are you finding time to enjoy yourself and like actually play some of your other hobbies too?
So that's the thing, like when it comes to like big events, especially with the lead up into Street Fighter 6, I actually had to stop and pump the brakes because I wanted to ensure that my quality of commentary wasn't affected by me pursuing other hobbies.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like once I'm comfortable enough, like after Evo, I'm gonna take a big break. Or I guess the week
Wait,
after.
right after Evo?
Technically after.
Oh, okay.
The week after, because I'm flying out somewhere for another project.
Yeah.
And then,
I got that.
and then, yeah, I'm going right back into competitive One Piece. I started playing even more competitive Pokemon TCG at my local and Unrated Gaming. So yeah, I mean, like, finding the time for all that, it's just like, there's so many hours in the day to really kind of like compartmentalize how you want to like fix yourself on commentary, also streaming, etc. It's just like, he's got to do it really. Just commit to it.
So to wrap this up, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. Like, you already know, and I've told you many times how proud you've heard it. You've heard it before.
Every combo breaker, by the way, I've asked him for advice on so many different things in terms of professional and personal. Yeah, full. That combo breaker, I think it was 2018. We had that long talk outside.
That was literally the only combo breaker I've been to.
Okay, well, that was the one.
Like every combo breaker.
That was the only one I remember. Because every other time I was just like, get me out of Chicago.
Oh, yeah, no, I felt that.
Everything's closed at 8 p.m.
It is.
Sorry, don't. I love Chicago.
Okay, anyway, so the reason I can say and gush over how closely I followed your career is because before all of this, before you as a commentator, before you as again, voice of Street Fighter 6, you know what the very first memory I have of you as?
Yes.
Right? Really?
It has to be, it was a SoCal event.
Yes! Yes!
It's where I first met you.
Yes!
Actually. And I was very, very loud.
Yes! Yes!
And I was being extra Filipino.
No, yes, that's how I.
We were being extra Filipino.
Thank you.
If you want to tell that story,
No, I mean, TLDR, like, we're just really loud. It's just, it's all in good fun. And like, one thing you'll know about Evo, and I'm sure Jeremy can attest to this, this whole ass crowd is a tribe. And we're all just here for good times. We're all here for like the drama. We're here for all of that. And for as much as we can be rowdy about it, it just exponentially gets more fun.
Yes. And it comes in waves too. Like you have one circle getting rowdy, everything is just so super contagious.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's very positive, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's cheering for their homies to make it through to the next round.
Yeah, I think that's a really big misnomer that like people in general have about the fighting game community.
Yeah.
Especially like when I was working at EG, right? Everyone I talked to that was like deep in esports was like, oh, fighting games is so rowdy, like they're so brash, they're so like, I'm so intimidated going to fighting game events. But really, you come out to one of these, it's the most welcoming community I've ever been in. It's the funnest community I've ever been in outside of TCG. TCG folks are a different breed too. But again, like that's what I know you as, right? Like the fun-loving crowd monster. Just that's what I know you as. So seeing where you're at now in your career,
it blows my mind every day. No exaggeration. It's legit.
I'm sure. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I love this guy. I really do. Whole family, amazing people.